Okay, so now that we've done number 2, 1, and 2, let's do number 3. Now this one's going to be a little tricky because first you're going to see it in Korean won and USD in millions. And you're going to see one other thing. This is putting it in average assets, not in liabilities and equities. So there's going to be a little tricky here. But it's just to test your ability to convert from, the example as it's shown in the book to information you have available. All right. And seeing if you can triangulate and make sense of everything. So in this case, we're looking at return on assets once again for current year and prior year for Samsung. And then we're doing return on assets, whether or not the return on assets exhibits a favorable or unfavorable change. And then we're looking at better or worse than Apple, better or worse than Google. Okay, so why don't we just go ahead and let's copy this because we already have the formulas up and ready. Everything, we'll just copy this. We'll move over to a new sheet. We'll paste it here. We'll make it better for everybody to see. In this case, it's going to be Samsung. And it's going to be well, Google or Apple. Do we have all three of them here? Apple and Google, current year. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to copy this part right here. Oops. Copy it, and we're going to paste it. Okay, and this is going to be Apple. Now we don't have all the information, but we will eliminate what we don't have. And we'll take everything out. This is average assets, right? And so hopefully now we just need to fill in the information and see how it works. So this one's 320, 554, 667. Prior year is 281, 963, 207. And net income is 44344,857 and 421,86747. And revenues is going to be 243,771,415 and 239,575,376. Okay, now the problem is this return on assets. Remember, before we took an average of both of these numbers. Well, they're already averaged. So we don't want to do that. What we want to do is just take the net income divided by the average asset for the current year. And we can do that now for current year and prior because they're both averages. Okay, so we can see this shift from one year to another. And now we can actually take this formula, copy it, and paste it here, and paste it here, and be ready to go for everything else and just put in the current, right? So now if we go over here and drop in the numbers, we've got 370, 522, 59, 531, 265, 595. That gives us the information we need there. And here we're going to have 215044, 3736, 136, 819. Okay, so these should be actually, they look very similar to the other numbers we've already done, right? So arguably you've already done this part, but let's just make sure that we've done it correctly. Okay, now with that we can go in and fill in the information. So return on assets, current year and prior year. So current year is 13.8 and prior year is 15%. 2, Samsung's return on assets. Is it favorable change, current year over last, or unfavorable? So last year it was 15% and now it's 13.8. So it's lower than last year and therefore it's unfavorable change. And then 3 is asking, is Samsung's current year return, this one, better or worse than Apple or better and worse than Google? And in both cases, it is worse than both. Because 13.8 is worse than 16.1 and worse than 14.3. So we're going to just put worse in here. Worse and worse. Okay, check my work. And all is correct. So 1 is correct. Well, 1 is correct, 2 is correct, and 3 is correct. I hope that helps everybody out. And let me know if you have any questions.